Welcome back to another episode of Python Data Engineer Interview Prep. I gathered this question from Glassdoor, and we are given an array of integers. The array should have all zeros on the left and ones on the right. This is the input, and this is the expected output with zeros on the left side and ones on the right side. I'll take a two-pointer approach to solve this problem, and as I make progress in the code, I'll add all the print statements to illustrate this one for this example. So let me start with a left pointer at 0, and my right pointer will be at the end of my array, which will be length of nums minus 1. While my left pointer is less than right pointer. So here, for the first time, whenever I see 0 on the left pointer, I'll keep on increment my left pointer here. So while my left pointer is equal to 0, I'll increment my left pointer until it sees 1. And similarly, on the right side, if my right pointer is equal to 1, I'll keep on decrement my right pointer until it sees 0. So when the left pointer sees 1 and the right pointer sees 0, that's when I'll swap the values. And once I swap the values, I'll increment my left pointer and decrement right pointer. I'll add the print statements here. Print L comma R and print nums. So if you see here, for the first time, L is at 0 and R is at 0. So I'll increment my left pointer until it sees 1, and 1 is found at index 1, and I cannot decrement R because this is still 0. So now I have to swap the values because this is 1 and this is 0 here. After I swap the values, the nums value will look something like this. And the next value of 1 is found at index 2 and 0 is found at 7. Now we have to swap the values and the nums will look something like this. And the next value 5 is found at 5th index and 6 is found at the 6th index. 0 is found at the 6th index, and we have to swap the values here. And then once we swap the values, we have to increment this counter and decrement the right counter. Now let's try to run the same code for this example. If we see here, the first value 1 is found at 0th index, and the first 0 is found at 16th index. So we have to swap the values, and once we swap the values, the nums value will look something like this. And once we reach here, the 7th index and 10th index, and if you see here, we found all the zeros on the left side and all ones on the right side. But since we are trying to swap the values, we are trying to swap the values even after we find our required output, because there is no condition to check if our left pointer is less than the right pointer. That's why it's again going here, and it finds one more combination here with 0 and 1, and it's trying to swap the values. So we need to add a condition here before swapping the values. We need to add a condition: if length is less than R, only in that case we have to swap the values. Let's try to run this one more time. Yes, if you see here, previously we have seen 9 and 8. 9 is for the left counter and 8 is for the right counter. Since there is no condition to check if left pointer is less than R, only then we have to swap. It just swap the values even after we found the output here. So we have to add this condition here. I'll just remove the print statements and return the value. This is the output. So all zeros on the left side and ones on the right side, and similarly the same thing for the other example. Oh, hope you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching this video.